That's us.
What are we on? Session 105. Been going for a while. What's that? 2 years? A little over.
Yep.
Well, close to, because it's what, 54
Yeah.
weeks in a year?
Well,
56?
we started end of August.
52.
52. Yeah, so we are over 2 years. Actually,
We're
last
over 2
week
years.
was our 2-year anniversary, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Because we started. No, it wasn't. Because we started end of August.
Well, I mean the amount of weeks, because obviously we take weeks off here and there.
Oh.
So there's going to be... It's not... Yeah, I just meant like 2 years of actual weeks, like play days.
Yeah.
So...
I was going to say, we started... I'm pretty sure we started like August 29th or something like that. Like end of August.
I think this is either my 3rd or 4th longest game. Or 4th longest running campaign. So.
Yeah, we like to take our sweet time.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I just mean, like, you guys have progressed pretty far into the story. But anyway, let's see, we have no one for Scribe this week. Are you okay with doing that? Yeah? Alright.
I am.
Let me just make a note of that. Oops. And looks like we have Kai as the previous scribe. Could you give us a recap of the events of last time, Kai?
Sure. So we continued fighting the oozes in the elevator, destroyed all them. Then we went towards the fountain where I found all my troll zombies, and there were 6 of them, which I've named. We went down. Well, we put the thing in a fountain and it ended up being a staircase. We went down it, found some apparitions of some mind flayers. No one told Kai to go and touch one, but he decided to walk through them, angering them. So we fought them.
Yeah. Oh, was that the end of the recap? Wait, am I disconnected?
I hear you.
Do we lose Jim? Yeah, we might have lost Jim. No! Jim. Alright, well, we'll give him a sec to come back. I was gonna say, a couple other things happened besides that.
That's weird.
While we wait a moment, how's everyone else doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess, I mean, Jim got through a good amount of it. I could give a couple more pointers from my notes. Oh, he's back. Are you there? Oh no, that's not Jim, that's Patchwork.
Hi.
Hello, Patchwork. You're not Jim.
No, I am not.
Jim just disconnected. Oh, and Jim's back.
My professor did overtime today, and I still had some stuff to do.
Oh, you're fine. Jim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. For some reason, thingy messed up. Did you get anything that I said?
Yes, so we got up to, you were fighting the Mind Flayer ghost creatures.
Yeah, so we fought them, destroyed them, and then some Avgu dude who was a mind flayer wanted our help with something. So we took him back to the fountain bit, and that's where we ended.
Yes, the mysterious ghost Avagaru, who seemed to not be as crazed as these other specters, was willing to talk to you. And I believe it was Patchwork who sensed he might have some like
Ulterior motives.
yeah, or some reason for why he's talking to you. All right, so it is the 30th of winter at 11:30 a.m. when we pick up the story, and I have to get into RP mode for Avagaru.
And I still have to get all my stuff out.
All right, so yeah, you came back into the stairwell room. Avagaru has followed you. He would say, "I assume that you come from the surface. I believe the city was named Isik. Are you part of the Teruvian Empire or some other mercenary force?" He looks around expectantly. Who speaks for your group?
We don't have an official leader. The three of us, and I pointed myself, Elise, and Kai, we are a mercenary group called No One's Business. And these two are... Well, we met by chance and decided to work together. For the moment, at least.
You would hear in your head, you are a construct, but your design is unfamiliar to me. What cycle do you hail from?
I hear that a lot, and I have no idea.
He says, and your strangely dressed friends, they also seem to have clothing that seems foreign to me, from my knowledge of your people's styles.
Well, that isn't really my business, so maybe you should ask them directly. I don't speak for them.
So, go ahead. Now, are you saying this out loud, or are you trying to think this to him?
The construct thing I said out loud, and the second thing, like, hey, it's not my business, ask them that yourself. That was in my thoughts.
I see, alright. So you would all hear in your head now, I don't know exactly why you're here, but if you are willing, perhaps I can be an ally to you while you move through this dangerous place.
Well, but what do you get out of this?
This is give me a persuasion.
Oof, yes, the thing I'm very good at. 1 second, I haven't opened my character sheet yet.
That's fine.
Persuasion, yay.
He says,
Yep.
well, now that you mention it, there is something you might be able to do for me. He says, and remind me, do you have any soul crystals? Like, anywhere on the group?
Not on the group, but we know where one is.
Okay. He says, there are crystals within this area, darkened miasmic crystals. He says, I can sense them, but their magics prevent me from interacting with them. At least, not directly. He says, I need them found, and I need them brought to me. He says, if you can do this, I would be willing to help you in whatever venture you seek. Perhaps answer some questions about what is transpiring here. He says, please, this is important to me.
Do you mind if we discuss this as a group?
Says, is that not what we are doing?
I think she
We
means
have to.
privately, yes.
Oh, of course. I suppose I can wait beyond the door. He just sort of floats southward through the door area here.
Oops, wait. I have one question still. If it isn't too, well, what do you need the soul crystals for?
So, you said that out loud?
Yes.
So he would say, and all of you would hear this in your minds, he would say, soul crystals, well, they help me maintain my connection. He says, you have seen how the others seem to, or, you've seen how the others have drifted and become almost detached, not even noticing you in the hallways. I, through connections to these crystals, am able to maintain my sanity. He says, I was using one for many, many years, but it was broken, and now I can feel myself starting to drift away again. He says, if I had a good supply of these crystals, I might be able to maintain my connection to this world. That is my hope, anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Well,
Like,
if
we're
he
not
leaves
back.
the room, I am going to turn to the group and say, well, that's a case we've seen before.
It is, but we aren't actually going to trust this guy, right?
No,
It seems like a lot of
But-
effort for very little gain.
but he seems to know something about this.
Professor says, mind
But
flayers are dangerous. I'm unsure what this ghostly creature is. Some kind of spirit of one perhaps stuck between the worlds, but I fear that he could be dangerous to trust. I feel he could be dangerous to trust.
Who said that?
The professor in your minds.
Oh, is the professor with us?
Isn't he still with you? Did you send him away?
I left him with I think I left him with the other
Oh, I
people.
misunderstood. I thought you were only leaving the trolls there. Okay, so never mind. Rewind. He's not here. Alright, let me mark that on my notes. Go ahead, continue.
I mean, mind flayer. We've seen how dangerous mind flayers can be, and we know that they can be very tricksy. Why would we trust this guy? And what would be what,
Nah,
like, when he's not being clear about what benefits he's providing us? I mean, yeah, he knows this place, but we also have a map.
He did help us.
Yes, but this map isn't. It isn't recent. If you understand what I mean, because he's been here this entire time, and this map is from before Isik.
Also, just because he helps us with one thing doesn't mean that he's trustworthy.
yeah, and his
Well,
whole
then
plot is very
he's-
uninteresting to me, so I'm not that interested, to be quite honest.
Well, I'm interested in the knowledge he does have, and
What are you willing to risk to gain that knowledge?
well, he is one mind flayer against 5 of us, and he risks losing his sanity and becoming a ghost like his friends. I think.
Yeah, but they weren't that dangerous. They were only dangerous when I walked through them and woke them up. Because he even said, like, oh, you've woken the sleeping one. So if he loses his sanity and he turns into a sleeper, it's not like he's going to be dangerous unless we touch him.
Also
He's
remember,
more dangerous than he is now.
mind flayers are naturally part of a hive mind, and this one is alone and solitary.
He did say he is losing his connection. His connection to the world is shaken.
I don't know much about these creatures. Are they typically not something you would trust?
No,
No.
Lily. As I said, they're.
Yeah, I
Go
think, Arindis, you said you don't have Arcana training, right? You just kind of have training with your runes.
I have advantage. I do not have proficiency.
Oh, okay. I guess if you... Is that one of your runes that gives you advantage?
Yes.
Alright, if you want to make a check, maybe you have some basic idea of what these are. Maybe you know a
Okay.
little bit about them. Oh, well. It's like some weird
No.
squid face thingy, I don't know. Alright.
Yeah.
Was Arenda saying anything? She's been kind of quiet so far.
Yeah, I want to hear everyone's opinions. But if
No.
everyone has voiced their opinion, I mean, this will sort of cross their arms and go,
Yeah.
well, I'm most concerned about the fate that he wants us to seek out soul crystals. He could easily be
Yeah,
lying
but-
to us about their intended purpose.
No, we have met people before who sought the soul crystals to strengthen their minds so they don't fall to the influence of this place. But we decided to trust Butcher too, and he's a vampire.
Right, but a
I just
vampire
think-
and a
I
mind
just-
flayer are
I
two
just-
very different creatures.
I just think that both of us could gain something from this, and I don't think.
Why don't we ask him? Why don't I
get the
ask him
sense-
to?
Do I get the sense that this guy is stronger than the other two more ghostly ones?
What would you use to know that?
Insight, maybe?
Sure, you can do an insight check. Maybe you get some more info. So he seems desperate. You don't know if he's stronger, but he does seem like he genuinely does not want to lose his mind when he speaks. Or it speaks, I guess, if you, depending on how you view the mind flayers. I mean, I guess Elise would know that these things are, at least in their normal forms, extremely evil, predatory, and dangerous. Sometimes being responsible for whole settlements being destroyed quietly. Turning other creatures into mind flayers like themselves through a pretty grotesque and torturous process.
Yeah. Yeah, look, he.
Look, I know
I'm
you.
not
I
sure
know
if
you like
he's-
to
if
see the
he's-
best.
I'm
Look,
not sure
I know
if
you
he's
like to see
stronger
the
than
best
these
in
others.
things. I know you like to see the best in creatures, and you have a very good heart. But mind flayers are not something to be trifled with.
I know, but even if we give him a soul crystal, he won't magically be healed and restored to his old self. We'll just reset his timer. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
he's
but he
stronger
doesn't-
than those we fought, but he is desperate. He's desperate enough to come to us for help for creatures they see as lesser, as slaves. I think we can
Yeah,
both
but he
gain
doesn't
something from
want
this.
one. He wants multiple. So that's like a lot of work for very little gain.
And are
Well,
you
then-
willing to Are you
And
willing to go
let's
and
set-
find him multiple soul crystals? Are
And
you
let's
willing
set-
to keep this guy alive for however many centuries it takes for him to
No,
finally
I'm
go
saying
mad?
let's set a boundary and say we'll get him one, and for that he'll give us information.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
open the
very
door.
slow. That's
I'm
a
gonna
very
open the
slow
door
trick.
and then ask him, can you at least give me like a sliver of information to see if this deal is going to be worthwhile?
This is perhaps what do you wish to know? And again, you would all hear this in your minds. He's not actually talking.
Well, Patchwork is more interested, so I'll ask her, what do you want to know? See if he can give us a bit of information to see if it's going to be worthwhile.
What do you know about the ritual that has taken place here, or about the person who did this?
He says, I only know of the darkness that swept over the Corellan bunker, and what it did to the mind flayers who were within it. I have not been able to leave, neither has any of the others. The spirit seems somehow bound to this place. So I know very little about the ritual that did this, but it's unlike any magic I've ever seen.
Well, that sounds like a you problem, and it doesn't really interest me, so...
He says, well, again,
I'm out.
what would interest you? He says, I can tell you a bit about strange things I've seen recently, perhaps related to why you're down here. You see, you are not the first living to pass through this place in recent times. I don't suppose the others who came through might be friends of yours. Their actions were a bit suspicious.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down. It could be a friend of mine.
He says, maybe if you tell me more about what you seek, why you're here, I would have information that could help you.
Elise gives Patrick the biggest look of like, do not say anything.
I'm going to fully explain that we're after this dude called Blackwater, who's in a vault that holds all this like secret power and shit. So I'm going to fully divulge what I know and say, are these the people that you saw?
Apparently, Kai didn't get the look. Alright, so Kai starts into a story about the group seeking an individual called Galen Blackwater, who came here with a bunch of mercenaries and is seeking this underground vault. So he listens and says, well, I don't know the names of the people who passed through here. It was a human with many other mercenaries, and he seemed to be employing some kind of magic that made him completely undetected by any of the sleepers in here. He says, I avoided him because his force was formidable, and I feared my destruction. But perhaps this was the Blackwater you speak of.
Okay, now you've divulged that information. What more information could you give us that would be worthwhile as going to get the soul crystals?
Give me a persuasion. He says, well, if you seek the Vault of Nightweather, which is, I assume, the vault you are here looking for, I do know a way to get to it. He says, I also know of certain valuables left behind that my ghostly people can no longer use that are in this vault. I guess you wouldn't call this a vault, or within this place, the bunker. He says, I could divulge those locations to you.
Yeah, but what would be finding essentially? Are they powerful?
This is their magical items. I don't know the exact list.
Yeah, but Which is fine, but I want to know if they're powerful, because I've got a magic item that makes me have a potato every day.
He would say, well,
Deep cut.
I know that some of them are quite powerful. Relics we brought from the deep, from our city within the underground, and some are from the what's it called, the astral plane. So they are quite potent magical items. And I'm gonna say at this point, Patchwork, you're starting to wonder with your passive insight, like why they were bringing all this stuff here and what they were even doing here when the ritual hit this place. Like, why were they under Isik? There might be they might have been up to something.
So, what we have heard so far is that your people were brought here, but now I get the feeling that you came here by yourselves.
He says, well, yes, we were under, we were in this place when that strange ritual struck this old ruined area. Why do you ask that?
Well, why was your group here in the first place?
Yeah, because first I had the impression that you were here involuntarily, but now I doubt that.
He says, I do not see the relevance of our being here to my offer.
Well,
I mean, how many soul crystals are we talking?
He says, well, as many as you can get me, I would give you rewards for their, I could give you information. Do you need to know the way through this place? Do you need to know where powerful items might be stored?
We've
What
got
is
a
it?
map
Oh.
for that, so I want powerful shit.
He says, well, I know of an area of this place where you could find some items of magical power, if that's what you seek.
I am, and where would this place be?
He says, well, I would require the crystal first.
Okay, I'm gonna try and trick him into telling me where this thing is first.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
I'm just gonna say, look, right, I'm a man of my word. And if you show me where this powerful magical thing is, so I can appraise it to see if it's worth my effort getting a soul crystal, because we've already gotten 2 and traded them away for pointless information, so I want to make sure that the effort of getting them is worth my while.
He says, who did you trade these crystals to?
Some vampire dude.
wasn't that?
And a revenant.
This is me, the player. This is me, the player speaking. It wasn't the vampire. It was Zutan, or whatever his name was.
Yeah, he was a vampire.
Look,
Yeah,
Kai
he was
isn't the smartest person. Leave him alone. He's probably thought he's a vampire.
He is a vampire, isn't he?
No, he was a revenant.
That's the same thing.
Zutan and
Same
the
thing.
vampire butcher.
It's the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Really quick, though, Angvar and Arindis, do you have anything to say about any of this, or are you kind of still keeping quiet?
I'm
don't
mostly
know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mostly listening because I'm not really sure what this vampire or revenant they're talking about, and it seems like Kai's trying to have a conversation with them, so I'm just kind of listening.
So you just keep quiet for the time being? Alright. He would say, well, I can assure you that my information would be beneficial. He says, and if I am lying, once you are brought to this place, then obviously I would be at your mercy. You have weapons and spells that could end me.
Yeah, but again, I don't know if it's going to be worth my while, so I really cannot be bothered. So unless you tell me where this powerful thing is, so I can appraise it to see if it is worth my while, I'm not going to go off your word. Because let's face it, you're a mind flayer and very untrustworthy. So I need to know if these magical items are powerful enough. 'Cause like I said, I'm a man of my word.
Give me a persuasion.
Question.
Yes.
If he tells us the location, would we, like, as a party, are we planning on following through with our deal?
Well, you couldn't, unless
No.
I assume you're not asking that out loud.
You?
You guys couldn't
No, I'm
tell
just-
her.
I'm just like wondering the intention, because you said persuasion, so
Oh
And
no,
not
Kai
this-
is trying to trick them.
So I guess I guess you could use deception or persuasion if you wanted to, because I'm not sure what your intentions are. So either one would be fine. 19.
And that's +6 because I used 2 inspirations for +6 on that.
You would have to call
Alright.
it before the roll.
No, I did, and I took the 2 off before I did.
Wait, when did you? I didn't hear anything.
No, I said it, and then you were like, I think Endurus, or yeah, asked a question, but I did call it out.
I'm gonna say no, you did not. Sorry, but 19, he would say, "I do not know you enough to trust you. If you wish, you can give me the crystals. Otherwise, I cannot be of further assistance."
Okay, I'm just gonna like go by.
He says, "What about
I'm
the
gonna-
rest of you?"
Arendis will step up and ask, do you happen to know the locations of these other people that you've seen here?
He says, "What people do you refer to? You mean the humans who came through here?"
Yes.
He says, "I do not. I did not see where they went beyond this bunker. It's likely that he was heading towards the vault, but I do not know anything beyond that."
Could you tell us how many were in his company?
Give me... I guess give me a persuasion. Oh. He says, "I hesitate to give your group any more information if you are not going to help me, but I can tell you that they had more than 6 members. It was a fairly large group of humans, elves, and several dwarves. People of your empire, I would assume."
She will turn to the group, doesn't mind that he's in the room, and say, well, we can either help him and perhaps rearm ourselves with more useful equipment, or I suppose go straight towards the vault.
We could say that if we find the soul crystal, we could maybe think about returning here.
What did you say your name was, Mind Flayer?
He says, "I'm Avagaru."
Garu. And you mentioned earlier that my clothing was strange.
So that
How-
was technically a conversation just with
Okay.
what's a patchwork, because he thought she was, well, yeah, he thought she was the leader, so at first he was kind of just talking to her.
No, but Patrick did say out loud, like, ask them yourself if you want to know. kind of something, so you heard that at least.
Oh yeah, I guess you would have heard that part.
Okay. Well, then I guess I can approach this a different way. How long have you been trapped here?
He says, It's hard to keep track of time in the state that I'm in, but it seems like many a year have passed since the strange darkness swept through this place and affected us the way it did. He says, I don't know. Yes, I don't really have a way of accounting for the days. Though I think, Elise, with your knowledge of history, because I know you have history training, if you want to make a check, and you guys might know this already, but go ahead, make a history check. Yeah, so from what scholars know about the fall of Isik, they believe about 100 years ago the city was overrun by undead, killing most of the people inside. Some had fled and told tales of, ghouls suddenly coming from nowhere. Others claim that people were turning into the ghouls. Some kind of dark magic destroyed the city. So if it's the same event, it would be about 100 years ago.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, a lot more recent than Erendis and Angvar.
Oh yeah. If what they said is true, then they're from a whole different era. But yeah, so that's what you would say to you, Angvar.
I see.
Angvar, I don't think he can give you what you're looking for.
He says, why do you ask? What are you looking for?
Well, it seems to be that myself and my partner here have been trapped down here for perhaps millennia.
He says, how would such a thing be possible?
I don't know anything about magic, really, to be frank. I don't know. Apparently, we were suspended in some sort of magical trap.
This is fascinating. Such a thing should not even be possible. A stasis trap would erode your consciousness if you were not released within, even several days. He says, yet you say you've been trapped for, it would be thousands of years if your clothing is any indication.
Well, it does appear to be thousands of years, and I don't know much about the cycles other than, I suppose, we've come from a different cycle.
I see. Well, I don't know if I can help you much with that, but the magics within this place could help strengthen you for whatever trials are to come. Says maybe power can help you achieve your goals.
Suppose that is true.
But anyway, whether we decide to help you or not, at the moment we don't have any soul crystals.
I see.
So we will need to leave anyway.
Perhaps I can help with that. I believe I might know the location of one. I just cannot get to it.
Right, so even if we give you a soul crystal, you can't leave this place.
Well, no. At least not that I am aware. It seems this ethereal body, call it a spirit or a soul, seems to be bound to the location of where the ritual happened, or at least where the dark energy struck us. Something about this place, yes, trapped me.
Well, then tell us where that soul crystal is that you can sense, and we'll see if we can get it for you. If we can't, then you'll probably never see us again. If we can, maybe we'll come back and then we can trade it for those items.
Of course. He says, I have a map of the surrounding areas, or at least I know the location of one. Follow me. I shall lead us to it. And he sort of floats. And you can... Or go ahead.
Can I do an insight check to see if he's leading us to a trap?
You sense a lot of desperation from him. You think, like, pushed enough, he might just be willing to give up the location of his valuables for a chance at getting a soul crystal. Yeah, you don't think he wants to hurt you, because you do think, like, your group might be his only answer, like, because of the fact that he knows he's losing his grip. So anyway, are you going to follow him? He kind of floats up towards this door.
After, like, contemplating it, because insight check, after a moment of thinking about it, I'll follow him. Yes.
Okay. Do you mention any of this to the group?
Yeah, I'll probably stop before this door and turn around and say, we are his only chance at the moment. He isn't going to attack us.
Perhaps not right now, but what happens after we give him the soul crystal and he no longer needs us?
Well, he'll still be stuck in this place and we are still 5 against 1.
Alright, well, do you all want to follow, or what do you want to do?
And Randy's
Fine.
would follow.
Okay.
We'll help your little puppy again. But just know that if he attacks us, it's on you, Patchwork.
Yeah, if he attacks us, I will attack back, I guess.
Alright, so you say these things before going through the door. He would float down the corridor here and say, I cannot vouch for the safety, or for the structural safety of this place. Be cautious. As he moves over the cracked area.
Yeah, can I jump over? I have a jump distance of 19 feet.
Yes, so you could easily clear that with a 19. If you do a running start. So she flings herself over.
Yep.
Does anyone have survival? I think Kai does. Right?
Survival.
Yeah, I do.
Alright, so anyone with survival might know something here. If you want to make checks.
No, I'm pissed, so I'm not checking.
You're like, I don't care.
I'm in a mood.
He's in a bad mood. Did you jump over there, Angvar?
Yes. I probably needed a running start, or do I need to make a athletics check? My strength is 16.
No, you would just jump up to your... Oh, hang on a second. So as you step there, Kai,
Oh boy.
the ground cracks underneath you, giving way to a pit.
Could I try to catch him before he falls down?
Well, he would get
I'm
a
a bit
dex
far.
save.
I am
Try
10
to.
feet away. Can I
You-
still try to?
Give
I
me...
guess I would walk. Same thing.
How would I know if you were fast enough to react to this? I guess, maybe acrobatics? That would just fail. Man. Usually it'd be like initiative. But I think, alright, so give me... since initiative's dex based, I guess give me an acrobatics as you try to move quickly to grab him.
Oh no.
Alright, so you are a little slow. Kai, do you have anything you can do as a reaction to this?
I can Misty Step.
No, that wouldn't be a reaction. That's only that's an action. Alright, I guess you could try to grab to, like, not fall, so give me an athletics check as you desperately try to grab the side.
So my 17 deck save would fail.
Yeah, it was 18 was the difficulty.
And what do you want?
Uh,
Athletic.
yes, athletics to try to grab the side. I'll say a 15, that's a little bit easier. Alright, well, Kai would go, oh crap, as he tries to jump, missing his chance to catch the side. He would fall 60 feet. So that would be...
So I'm falling 60 feet.
Yes.
I would have a chance to cast Fly on myself.
Fly takes a round to cast. You would hit the ground before you could get the spell off. That's why you need a reaction like Featherfall.
Yeah.
Luckily, I don't think this will kill you.
Can I cast a
Yeah.
cantrip?
As
Could I
a
cast
reaction,
a cantrip
no.
as a reaction?
No, that would be an
No.
action. That's why you need like Featherfall for something like this. So you kind of slam against the wall, trying to grab a few times, plunging down. Luckily, it's not too jagged or spiky. When you hit the ground, you take 25 bludgeoning.
I'm dead.
You just die. You broke your neck.
Wait, really?
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
No, I am. I had 21 hit points.
You did
You're
not have
unconscious.
21
Oh,
hit
he's
points.
down.
No,
I
you
had
didn't have
21
20.
left.
Okay.
I had 21. I
Sure,
swear.
he has 21, so he is down. Sure, we'll go with that. What do you guys want to
Okay.
do?
Let me
I
see
have-
how much range my channel divinity has. 30 feet. Damn. Okay,
Could
let me see
I-
how much healing
I-
word has.
I have a potion. I have 3 potions of climbing.
60 feet.
I'll take one, and
Oh.
I'll climb down, and I will give him a potion of healing.
Alright, so
Healing
you,
word has a range of 60 feet. Can I do something before she... can I reach him from up here?
Alright, so I guess as you see her pulling out the potion, you're like, I got this, and you attempt to cast Healing Word.
So he is in range?
Yeah, he would be at 60-foot range. So, go ahead, roll the Healing
That's
Word.
also plus 6 because of life cleric stuff.
Alright, so Kai, you kind of shake your head coming to at the bottom of this pit. You get 1 level of exhaustion, but you are luckily alive. The ghost says, is your friend
You're
alright?
right. He is alive. Kai, do you need more healing? It's something... Did you break something?
Just my tail. It's fine.
Alright,
Do you have a way of getting up, or do you need one of us to help you?
I'm gonna
can we
just.
send-
I'm gonna morph into a giant spider and climb up.
Okay.
alright, so he would change shape, climbing back out as a spider. So you're able to climb out of the pit without too much trouble. The Mind Flayer will kind of see this and just keep walking, assuming you will follow. What do you want to do? So the pit itself is a bit of a pain, but now that you see where it is, you can probably get around the sides just moving carefully. Because there is a ledge at the
I'll do that.
side there, so it would just be like difficult terrain at this point. Alright, so you carefully move around the ledge there, getting to the other side. And the Mind Flayer would kind of, or Avagaru, I'll use his name, will motion towards the door to the south. and say, this is where the map is. I believe this door is locked, though, and I do not know where the key is. You might have to break it down if you do not have a person who can get through such things.
Can I take a look at the door and see if I can look through the keyhole, or if I can hear something behind the door?
So if you get close to the door, you would hear a slight humming noise coming from the other side. It's a bit odd.
I can hear something humming from behind this door. Do you have any idea what that could be?
Yes. The silver orb, a relic of our arcanists. I do not know how it functions, but it does emit a humming noise from the magics imbued within it.
So, say we open this door, will this orb cause us harm?
It says, I do not believe so. I'm not sure what its purpose is, but I've never seen it used by them as a weapon. I believe it channels psychic energy somehow.
Just 1 second, I need to note this down. Well, 1 moment, and I would like to do a channel divinity, preserve life.
Okay.
Giving myself 25 points and giving the remaining 10 to Kai.
Alright, so you channel some healing energy, filling the area with light, which will heal the two of you a bit.
Oh, since I made this decision for the group, as Elise said, yeah, my responsibility, and I'll try to open the door, I guess. It's probably locked, but
Yeah, that's what he said. It is locked.
Do you want me to open the door?
Elise, could you unlock it and I'll open it? It's, as you said, it's my responsibility.
Alright, so
Excuse me.
Elise steps up with her lockpicks. Go ahead, give me a Thieves' Tools check. Oh, wow, good roll. So this is a bit of a complicated lock, but you are able to get it open without too much trouble. And I assume you're opening the door?
Yeah, I'll
take a step
put my
back.
shield up. I'll put my shield up and I'll carefully open the door.
Okay. Oh, sorry, 1 moment. I have to check something. Alright, so you push the door open, revealing a large section of the map. Hang on a sec. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, I could see everything. Oh, okay, I'll look away.
Look away!
True sight.
Yeah, apparently.
Visions of the future.
The frick happened? Alright, yeah, give me 1 moment to fix things, sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, wow, it erased a bunch of the lighting stuff. It's weird. that fix it? Alright, I think that is everything. Alright. It will mark some northern stuff as revealed, but that shouldn't be a big deal. Alright. Well, you know what I can do? Hang on.
Oh, that's foggy.
Yeah, they moved around where some of these tools were. Just trying to mess with what's been revealed. Oh. Alright, we'll just keep going. So the door would open into this room where you would see what looks almost like it looks like there's some kind of holy statue in here, with markings of probably some kind of holy symbol on it. In front of the statue there is a pedestal, a stone pedestal with a large silvery glass orb on it, which you can kind of hear the humming coming from. To the side of it, there's some old dusty papers, and a couple of chests behind the table there. He says, well, he walks into the room towards to where the papers are, and says, these are some maps we had recorded of the surrounding cave areas. He says, I believe I know where the location of one of the crystals might be, beyond the walls of this place.
Alright. I will follow him and take a look at the paper.
Alright, so yeah, there's drawings of several caverns that looks like they may have recorded, and he points to one of the caverns that is a bit beyond this area, and he says a creature, a large ghoul, stalks this area. I believe it has one of the crystals near it. If you can find the crystal in its territory and bring it back to me, I would be in your debt.
Do you mind if I take this with me, or should I make a copy?
He says it would be best if you made a copy, though if you don't have paper, I guess you could take it. The paper might
I
be...
do.
Ah. He says, well, the paper might be a bit weak from how old it is.
I'll get out my journal where all my other maps I didn't, with all my other maps, and I'll make a copy of this.
Okay, so you start scribbling a copy of this map around the outer area. What about the rest of you? Are you doing anything?
So, can I see from this map, like the caverns? Is that the mining area? Or is that
Those are
another
not
place?
on. Those aren't on this map. It appears this map is of caverns that are kind of down below, like where you are, but you don't see any connection to the mines from here. Although technically the mines probably would be down here somewhere, it doesn't seem like they found a way to them. Or if they did, it's not marked.
So, In order to find these caverns, do you know which direction we would need to go in?
He says you would have to leave this place through the vault entrance, which is to the south of here. I believe you saw it while you were attacked.
Ernest, on your map, which direction does it say we should go?
I think we said we had to go south, right? And this is,
There it
me,
goes.
the player talking, not the character. It said we had to go south, right?
Oh, you as the player asking me? So yeah, when you first came through the door out of where the stairwell was, there was a passageway that led to what looked like an entrance, which was to the south, kind of over in this area down here.
So we're talking about the
Hey.
same vault, basically.
Yeah, so it seems we need to go in that direction anyway, so
Oh well, no, your
Let's see.
map to get to the vault would lead the opposite direction. It would go north through this place, so it would be a different direction.
oh, never mind then.
Yeah, to get to the
Well,
Vault of
I'd
Nightweather,
hoped.
you would have to go through this place. Yeah, in the opposite direction.
Well,
But
I
he
had
said,
hoped we could maybe see if we could get it on the way, but
What were you saying, Arindus?
well, I'm just a little confused because he said that we had to go south to the vault entrance, and
Yeah,
the
sorry,
map
I
says that
keep,
the vault entrance is up there.
I
So
sorry, I keep mistaking the bunker and the vault. So this is the bunker entrance, not the vault entrance.
oh, okay.
Yeah, the
okay.
area you're in should be called a bunker, but I keep calling it a vault because it was where the elves stayed during one of the cataclysms.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, I guess this is up to the group, but continue north or see what we can find south.
Well, how long would this take us?
I do not know.
I guess you said you had survival.
Who?
Ooh,
Or I guess, Kai, you're the only one with survival, right? Because you could probably read the map and get a better idea if you have the survival skill.
He said he'd be right back. So
Oh, did he step away? Okay. I guess, if you want, you can give me an untrained check, just a wisdom check, if you want to just look at the map. Because this wouldn't be something that would
Yeah.
require too much training.
I'll try. Hey, look at that.
oh,
Alright, so yeah, you're examining the map, and the distance and, navigating the caves. You're guessing this would probably take about an hour to get to where this, what did he call it, this large ghoul is? So not too far from here.
This looks like maybe an hour, an hour before we get to that area. So it wouldn't delay us for too long.
Says I would be eternally grateful, and as I said, I could answer any questions you have.
Again, I would not be against seeing what we can find, and well, but again, I am also not the leader of this group, and this is this is a group decision.
He just
Well,
kind of
I think-
nods, seeming worried.
I think a lot of us are hurt and we may need a little bit of a rest. I think we need to think more thoroughly about our actions moving forward. Considering that if you are right, then Blackwater is probably already at the vault. And we may need to expedite our adventure, so to say.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
I think we should return to the stairwell and
We-
take a rest.
Elise, let me... one moment.
So I'll
no,
say,
I can't.
Elise, really quick, with your Arcana, you might know something seeing this silver orb if you want to make a check.
I won't, because I think Elise will normally would be super excited to see new magics and be really, really interested. This mind player is really freaking her out.
Sure. So you're not even thinking about the orb right now.
She's very focused on the mind player and being prepared
Okay.
to stab it if it makes any sudden movements.
He says, well, consider my offer, I implore you. I shall wait here for your response.
Question.
Yes.
Back before we got trapped and everything,
Mhm.
was this room here? Were we aware of this thing?
So on your map, it does have a path through this bunker. It doesn't have this room as one of the places you would have gone, so it's not really mentioned on the map. Like, the map doesn't map out this whole place, just the route you take through it.
It's like a specific A to B map.
Yeah, so it basically maps out the hallways you'd be using, and it does mark the doors, but a bunch of the rooms have no information on them, because you basically kind of piece this together through some old research, and certain things were just verbal. It wasn't even you were looking at maps, so you just kind of drew the map yourself based off that.
So it's like a schematic of the building, and we only named the locations that would be important to us.
Yes, or the ones, that you were able to figure out info about. So yeah, this crystal and this room are nowhere mentioned on your map.
What's that thing in the middle?
Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayer would say the silver orb is a relic that was left behind by the elves who were here. Our people were able to channel some of its magics through our psychic abilities, so it was left alone. I don't know much what the Arcanist did with it, but it is supposedly a powerful magical item.
Okay,
Okay,
fine. Okay, fine. I will do an Arcana check on it. I'm too curious.
Okay. So this seems like some sort of focus, like something one might use to cast spells, but something about it makes
Wait.
you think it was used to cast powerful ritual type magic. So it's almost like a focus, but for more powerful spells that would take time.
Elise, out of curiosity, would it be possible to cast Scrying with this orb?
So to know more about the orb specifics, you would either have to do research or use Identify. You guess.
Alright. I'll look at the Mind Flayer untrustingly. And then I'll sit down to
His
cast
dead
Identify.
eyes stare back at you, little white pinpricks.
Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, I'll cast Identify.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to change its eye colour as a rose gold so it doesn't freak her out.
Alright, so you just make
That's
two
almost
little
worse.
dots appear where its eyes are.
Yeah, they're like rose gold, like rose coloured glasses, that's what it is.
Alright. So Elise is casting Identify. That's going to take a bit. Is anyone doing anything, or are we just waiting?
I kind of want to figure out what the statue is. Like what deity it is, or...
Sure. Do you have any knowledge of religion?
Do I?
If you don't, you could still make an untrained check, because actually the symbol is a fairly common one. If you want to just make a wisdom check.
Oh, not a religion check?
Or I guess, sorry, it would be because by the new rules, you can use I think int or wisdom for checks, for like knowledge
Well,
checks. So yeah, 11's fine. So you think this statue is of some sort of Corellin worshipper, god of the elves, as it's marked with the holy symbol of Corellin, like kind of carved into it, like you see a pendant around its neck with the symbol on it. The statue, you would guess, is of some sort of peaceful cleric who's just kind of outstretching his arms as if he's like revealing the orb to you, like an offering of some kind.
I'm gonna give it a high five.
You can hop up and high five the statue. All right. Anything else, Arindus?
not gonna do anything with that, but are these 2 chests?
Yes. So on the floor, kind of behind the pedestal, are 2 chests that appear to be closed and locked.
Okay. That's it.
All right. So anyone else, Angvar or Patchwork?
No, I'm okay.
No, but
Okay.
I'll maybe walk next to Elise and keep an eye on the mind flare, so maybe she feels a bit more comfortable.
Yeah. All right. So
But I have to say, I as the player, I think mind flayers are really cool looking. I think they are. I like them.
Everyone loves mind flayers, especially after Baldur's Gate. All right. So Arindus,
Oh no,
as you are kind of
seen
standing
it.
there,
I've seen clips.
I've seen clips of that scene. No.
you
Yeah, I've done that scene so many times.
Of
Huh?
course you have.
you hear a noise coming from the western hallway as a spectral creature floats into view.
That's why I stood there.
The creature kind of just nonchalantly walks up to the corner, turns around, and looks back as if waiting. It doesn't even seem to take notice of you.
I assume it's the same thing as before, where they don't know you're there yet.
It seems like it, or at least it's not doing anything to interact with you if it does sense you.
Arendis would kind of give a little whistle, try to attract Angvar's attention, and beckon with a hand, quietly.
Okay, so you kind of quietly motion for him to come over, and you
Yeah.
would as well, Angvar, if you walk out there, see the creature, which again doesn't pay any heed to your footsteps, even though you're not quiet with all your armor and everything. Or wait, are you armored?
Armor. Nope. Don't wear
Oh.
armor.
Never mind. That's right. You're sorry. I thought you were a fighter. Well, yeah.
No, I'm the heavily armored one.
So yeah. It does not seem to notice your footfalls or anything. It's like you're not even there to it. What do you want to do?
I will draw my sword, but I won't attack just yet.
Okay. And I assume you're not raging right now. Do you mention it to anyone else, or are the two of you just keeping an eye on it?
I'll
Well, would I have heard the whistle?
I suppose so.
It's probably nonchalant. Like, you probably have seen them do it before. I don't think you'd have any reason to believe there's anything going on unless they say something.
I would look over to Argu, what it
Avagaru?
Avagaru.
Avagaru, thank you. I'd look over to him, and knowing that he's communicated into my mind, I'm just going to like think "hey" repeatedly to and while I'm looking at him until he looks over at me.
You're like poking him with mental.
Yeah, because I don't understand how this works in character.
I love
Like,
it.
You're like, wait, he could do it. Can I do it? So you're thinking really hard at him. You're like,
Yeah. Hey,
yeah. He does
Avagaru,
not.
Everybody's
hey.
hoping.
He does
Hey.
not seem to respond to it though. Apparently, you're not as good at this as he is.
Oh, I just assumed it was a two-way connection. I say that out loud.
So as All right. So you say I assumed it was a two-way connection to him.
Yeah, I just like not necessarily to him, just but just kind of like out loud, but not like
Frustratingly.
yeah.
Like I thought it was a two-way connection. If it is, either he's ignoring you. You would guess he just doesn't hear you. Maybe he has to initiate it or something. You're not sure how this weird magic stuff works. All right.
I'll walk back into the room. It appears as if though some more of those, or at least one of those creatures is coming back down the hallway, and has turned the corner.
He says, at the end of the hall?
Yeah, at the corner.
He says, yes, those are the sleepers. I guess it is around the time for one of the interactions. He says, they should not come to this room, though. Just stay quiet and do not interfere with their communications. Or interactions.
I'll look back to Arendis and kind of like give a nod on my head as to try to motion her to walk towards me.
Arendis will look very unhappy, but trust your instinct. And she'll walk back and likely close the door behind her.
Alright. So
he said they shouldn't bother us in this room, so
I don't trust it.
well, I don't know. What option do we have? What's the trust?
Shrugs.
Alright, so the 10 minutes would pass. Whatever interaction is going out in the hall, you're just leave that to whatever that is. You cast Identify, and indeed you were correct that this artifact can help channel energies for certain rituals. It can also be used to do the sending spell up to 3 times per day. I think it's the 3rd level spell, sending.
Yeah, sounds about right. Can it be used for scrying, though?
Yes, so you can also cast the scrying spell, though that one you have to have the spell slot to be able to do it. So you don't have to have the spell memorized, but you have to have that level of spell.
I have both.
And finally, there is something else it can do that you're not able to decipher through Identify. So it does have a hidden power.
How do I find the hidden power?
The masked power, you would either have to use legend lore or do research. But yeah, sometimes items can specifically be masked, or they can have their true nature, like, what's it called? Like, they look like one thing, but they actually do another. It's something that wizards often do as a trap, like, to make you think a cursed item is not cursed.
Right.
But yeah, so this thing has a masked ability, which you just would need to figure out some other way.
Because I am... If I had the right item, I could cast the spell Scrying, but I don't have a spell focus worth 1,000 gold on my person.
Well, you don't need that. Basically, this orb would act as that.
Yes, but I assume you at least told us that there was something else?
Yeah, I would just say...
So it's in chat what you've got.
I would caution you against it. I mean, it could be cursed.
I know.
It would be a risk using it.
You have deciphered what this thing does.
Not entirely.
Ah.
Well, I am tempted. It could give us valuable insight if it works.
I don't know, maybe there's a legend lore spell scroll in one of these chests. And I could find out more information. Are the chests unlocked?
They are
Probably.
locked.
Can I open one?
Sure, give me a Thieves' Tools check. Alright, so there is a click as you are able to get one of them open. Inside, you would find the following.
A legend lore scroll?
No.
2 legend lore scrolls?
No, but you do find 2 scrolls. As well as some arcane components. Possibly used for whatever rituals they were doing in here.
I'll take the components. What are the scrolls for?
Alright, so you unfurl the first scroll. Unfurl, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Unfurl? I don't know. Whatever the word is.
Unfurl.
There
Unroll.
is a scroll of arcane lock.
Nice.
And there is one of... Where is it? Confusion.
Ooh. I'll take those both.
Okay.
And then you said 2 potions?
Yes.
Okay. I'll unlock the other box. I'll take the 2 potions and I'll cast Identify on those later, and I'll open up the other box.
Okay. So
Maybe I can help identify the potions. I have proficiency with alchemist supplies.
yeah, it would just take you... Basically be like Identify. It would just take you 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Elise, could I take a look at those potions? Maybe I'll be able to tell what they are,
Sure.
and I'll try to figure out what they are, I guess.
Okay. And you said you were unlocking the other box in the meantime, or at least attempting to.
Yeah.
DC on these is 15, by the way. Which I think you have a very hard
Sorry,
time
just-
failing.
And yet I've succeeded at failing
Okay,
in the
so
past.
yeah,
Although,
you get the other box open. And it looks like there are a bunch more components. Again, possibly for whatever rituals they were doing in here.
Ooh,
I will give give Patrick the religious components, and
thank you very much.
Kai, do you want the nature components?
Yeah, I'll take them.
Okay.
That's like doubled my components. That's so great. I can do more magic circles now. If I had prepared this spell.
Alright, so you hand those out. Anything else?
Well, let's put this up to a vote, I guess. Do we continue north, or do we go south and try to find this crystal?
I think we should head back to the stairwell and take a rest and have a think about it.
Well, if we
Yeah,
are going to
yeah.
rest, maybe we should rest here, since it seems as
Yeah,
though these
right.
sleepers won't bother us in here on whatever patrolling that they're doing.
The sleepers do come
That's
here one of the days, as shortly before the incident, our arcanists had sensed some sort of magical energy. The event they continue to replay, though I don't think that will be for a few days, so you should be safe in here.
You don't think, or you know?
Well, as I said, the passage of time when one is in this situation is hard to fathom. There are other Awakened, though, who are more aggressive, but I don't think they'll come here.
Is there a place where they don't go?
Well, they can't leave the bunker, though the caves outside recently have been, well, there's been more undead activity in the area. That large
How
ghoul
about
seems to have some control over the smaller ones.
Is that the ghoul mother?
He says, I do not know its name, but are you familiar with it?
Possibly.
Well, it seems very quick and territorial, but it has not come into this place. I've only seen it in passing. Its large eyes, yellow eyes, peering through the darkness.
how about we try to rest in here, and maybe one of us can. Well, actually, I could take a shift watching the hallway. I guess I stay conscious while I rest. I'm just not moving.
Alright. So we're trying to pass basically a long rest in here.
Yeah, maybe I'll.
Why don't you
I'll
stay, Patrick? You stay inside. I will set up an alarm spell so that if anything comes by, we will at least get notified.
Yes, that's a good idea. And I'll just rest. Sorry. I'll just rest over here and see if I can hear something from the hallway.
Alright.
And perhaps, what was the mind flayer's name again?
Avagaru.
Avagaru.
Perhaps Avagaru, you can keep an eye on things outside the room, since you know
I can, yes.
you're incorporeal.
He says, I shall let you know if any of them approach. He floats
Wonderful,
out.
thank you. Close the door, lock the door. I put up an alarm spell.
Okay, so you seal the area off. It is currently about 12:30, you would guess. So you're 12:30 p.m. So you're probably gonna have to spend at least what is it, like 20 or so hours in here to get back
Yeah,
to 8
I mean,
a.m.
do you guys need a
Short
full
rest.
long rest? Do you guys need a full long rest, or do you want to just take a short rest?
I could just
I
take a
would-
short rest.
Yeah, I'll be low on. Yeah.
Arendis and Angvar,
I would prefer a longer one.
longer
I have
one.
I mean, a long rest would be more helpful to me, but I would be okay with a short rest if no one else is ready for it.
Can I propose something? We take a short rest now, maybe, and then we could go south and deal with that ghoul, perhaps. Then return here, or maybe then take a long rest. Not necessarily return here. If we do find the soul crystal, maybe not. Let's not immediately return after a fight, but deal with the ghoul, then long rest, then maybe discuss what to do then.
I am fine with that.
All right.
Because whether we give the soul crystal to Avagaru or whether we keep it, it is a useful thing to have. It helped us activate the water pumps which let us come this far.
Yes, no arguing there that a soul crystal would be useful. However, I don't believe the mind flayer will keep to his word necessarily.
I believe he will keep to his word. He's desperate enough.
All
Yes, and what happens when he's not desperate?
He still cannot win against 5 of us. And he still cannot leave this place. He will just prolong his. Well, I want to say sapience, but I'm not sure.
Look, I don't think we should keep him around. I really don't think that he should be tagging along with us. It's a time
he
bomb waiting
cannot.
to happen.
He can't come with us. He is stuck in this bunker.
Yes, and how
He
long are we
wished
going to
he
be
didn't-
in this bunker?
Well, the caverns aren't part of the bunker, I assume. Because
And
he would have gone to get the soul crystal himself if he could go there. He is stuck in this area.
look, I think we should just get the soul crystal and leave.
I say we get the soul crystal and then.
So I'll
We'll
say
see
you're
what to
kind
do
of
with it.
having this discussion over the kind of hour that you're resting. About 40 minutes into the rest, Patchwork, you would get a communication, which you believe is a sending spell, from. Why am I blanking on his name now? Sorry.
Blackwater, Lyra.
No. Hang on. I got it.
Sure.
I got it.
And-
It's Chiron. Jesus. You would get a message from Chiron who would say, "I sense you are near a connecting point." He says, "The magic of my library is sensing you." He says, "Where are you?" And you can respond because it's the sending spell. It's just 25 words or less.
We are in a room with this statue and an elven artifact called the Silver Orb. I am not entirely sure.
Alright. Do you tell everyone about that?
Yeah, I'll explain why I just spoke into the air.
Alright. So, and basically after that, nothing else would happen, so you would get the short rest. You can go ahead and spend one if you want to benefit from it.
While we're short resting,
Yeah.
Arindis would like to go to. I suppose Patchwork is the cleric, right?
Yes.
And she take the time to kind of take off a breastplate, and show a particularly deep wound that's been messing the shoulder a little bit.
Is
I know
it
that-
missing?
No, the shoulder is
Is-
not missing.
No. Is like part of the armor missing, or is it just like poked through
No,
or scratched?
Like underneath the armor.
Okay.
She just
I
showed you
thought-
this, and you'd imagine it probably was some sort of an attack that managed to go, underneath the collar of the breastplate and
Mhm.
move deeper into the shoulder. And she just go, I know that we said we'd have a short rest, but I am still not confident in my survivability in case we encounter something more
Oh,
challenging.
sure. I did recover some magic during our rest. My healing spells also heal myself, so that is not a problem at all. And I guess I'll do a cure wounds.
Alright, so Patchwork would channel some magical energy.
That also +4 because of cleric stuff. So you would regain 13 points, and I also get 4.
And so your the wound that you took heals a bit. You feel a little bit better.
Just a
Maybe,
little.
maybe once. Sorry, I do need to conserve my magic a bit, but maybe once we get out of here, I could I could make healing potions, but at the moment that process takes too long.
Oh yeah, what were those two potions?
Oh, right. You were
Right,
identifying those. Anything else, Arindis? Were you saying anything else?
No.
Alright, so you can tell she is still a bit wounded, but yeah, she thanks you for the healing.
I'll keep an eye on you during battle.
So, one of the potions is a potion of fire resistance. This could
Ooh,
be useful. The other potion you can identify with alchemy, so you guess it is some sort of healing potion.
I also have herbalism kit.
Oh, right. So then you would know it is a potion of greater healing.
I'll give the fire resist. Yeah, I'll walk over to Elise and hand her the fire resistance potion. This seems to make you resistant to fire, or fire of any kind, really. And well, this one is a healing potion, but Erin just mentioned that she is still not feeling well. She is still wounded somewhat, so I would like to give this to her.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll then hand Erin the potion of greater healing. You mentioned that you still felt a bit winded, and this is a potion of greater healing. One of the ones we found in the chests, and I wanted to give it to you.
Well, thank you.
Now, are you out of hit dice, Arindis?
Oh, I completely forgot about hit die.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can spend those to heal
No.
as well, because you just short rested.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, never mind. Oops. My
Hey
bad.
now.
And then take the hit dice and keep the potion for case of emergency.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So, towards I'll say a little while after you finish the rest, you would get another message from, why? What is wrong with my brain today? Chiron, Jesus. Chiron, and he would say, Patchwork, I might be able to open a gateway between you and this artifact. A way to quickly return to my library. He says it would connect my area to that one, but it might attract attention. Is it something that would benefit you and your group? Because if not, I shall not do it. I don't want to bring down enemies upon you. You get a response.
Yeah, I know, I'm thinking about it. It might be beneficial to us. Let me discuss this with my group, and I'll contact you back.
All right.
And I'll turn around to the others and say, Chiron just contacted me again. He says he might be able to open a pathway between this room and his library, but he says it would attract attention from potentially hostile beings. So he wanted to ask us if that was something we would like to do, if that would benefit us.
It would, however, would making that pathway allow the mind flayers to escape this area.
I don't know.
So I guess You could do an Arcana for that, sure. From what Avogaru's told you. I'll say Arcana, Religion, or Nature, any of those.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Alright. So, you're, and both of you would guess that if this curse, or whatever it is, this ritual bound them here, you don't think simply teleporting would let them leave. Like, it's probably more...
Oh, it's a teleportation? I thought it was like a... I don't know.
He
Oh.
said
I don't-
he said it's a pathway. Patchwork doesn't know magic. She repeated what he told her.
Yeah, and I assume Elise would have assumed he meant teleport, because you're not sure how else he would
Okay.
connect the two places.
Oh no, build a hallway.
He just gets a pickaxe and it's like, I'm digging into you guys, hang on. I'll be there in a few days. Now, yeah, you assume he meant a gate or a teleportation or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's... you don't think the Mind Flayers could leave this place just by using that. They're probably bound here.
No, fair enough.
You guess it's like Queen Dinara, who is stuck in her area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would give us a quick escape route if we needed to.
Well, I did say I would contact him back, so should we... Well, if this is something we want to do, maybe let's... Do we want to do this now or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay,
I think let's focus on getting that soul gem today,
yes.
and then we can worry about extra ghouls tomorrow. Although I'm
Alright.
surprised Butch's ritual isn't working on preventing the ghouls from coming down here.
Well, the ritual only keeps them out of the keep, remember? Which you assume
Okay,
it's
we're-
happened already, but you guys are under the keep by quite an amount at this point. You've gone way below ground. So you're guessing it only protects the surface levels.
Yeah.
Like a
Then
sphere
I
almost.
will...
Maybe we should
Give me
ask
a moment.
Butch to come back down here and do his ritual down here.
Is that possible?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's leave that for tomorrow also, because I will I will cast sending to Chiron now, I guess.
Okay.
And I want to conserve some of my magic for the fight.
Well, remember,
will-
you can use the silver sphere to do sending for free.
I could, yes.
Up to 3 times a day, at least according to what Elise said.
Do I want to try the sphere? Yeah, I do want to save my spell slots for the fight.
Okay.
I
So,
guess I'll take the risk and use the sphere to cast Ascending to Chiron.
so when you touch the sphere, something strange happens. You start to hear whispers just all around you. Give me an int save, DC 5.
Please, let's see if I make this. Can I give guidance to myself?
Not at this point. Guidance wouldn't affect saving throws anyway. You can use inspiration.
Oh,
Well, 9 would make it. So yeah, the whispers are a little bit distracting and almost slightly painful, but you are able to focus, and you cast the spell. What are you saying to Chiron?
a pathway would be beneficial to us, but please wait until tomorrow. We
He says, just let me
are
know.
not at full. We are not at full strength.
Just let me know when to start. The ritual will take about 10 minutes, during which time you might be attacked.
All right, and I will let go of the sphere.
Alright, so yeah, you immediately the whispers cease and you feel a little bit uneasy, but you seem fine. Almost seem like something was connecting to your consciousness. Do you say anything about that?
Yeah, I'll shake myself, as if trying to clear my head.
And I'll say,
Wow,
like,
that was unpleasant. Be careful when using this. There is something in it that will try to connect to your mind.
yeah, which I'll
anyways.
say, with your religious knowledge, you don't think the elves would have had their sphere connected to some kind of psychic being. This might be something the Mind Flayers did. Like, this might be corrupted somehow. You almost felt like something was sensing you when you did that and trying to connect to you a little bit. Something very, like, psychically charged. But go ahead. What are you going to do?
Well, anyway, Chiron said that the ritual will take 10 minutes, during which we might get attacked, and that we should contact him when we want him to do it.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you want to head off into the caves to look for this creature?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yep.
so you can just delete your tokens, you don't have to walk over there. I'll roll to see if anything bad happens. Like, if you just click your tokens and hit delete, it'll get rid of them.
Oh.
There we go.
Alright, so you are traveling through the cave system. So the areas around here seem less flooded, almost like you may have gone kind of more below where the flooding was. To navigate, I would need up to 2 survival checks from the group. Knowledge nature could also be used. So if you don't have survival, it's just up to 2 wisdom checks. I'll give you advantage because you're going off the map.
I could do knowledge nature.
I've done survival.
Yeah, so you would have disadvantage because of
Yeah,
your exhaustion.
I'll help, I guess.
But yeah, with advantage, 26 would be the roll. Alright, so you
I'll
are
help.
moving through the area underneath the flooded caves. Let me just roll something. Okay. So, as you are going through this area, I'll say patchwork. Down one of the side caves, while you're kind of navigating through, you think you see something slumped over, like a corpse.
Wait, everyone hold.
It's just kind of strange, because if there are ghouls down here, you would expect all these corpses would have been eaten. And it does look pretty fresh. It looks like a person. Could actually be someone sleeping, you're not sure from here. But it's just kind of laying on the ground at the end of this cavern.
There is something in this cavern. It looks like it could be a corpse, but that should have been eaten by the ghouls. So either it's fresh or it's something else.
Do you want me to sneak ahead and have a look?
If you want.
Any objections?
If that's alright with you, I guess.
It could be me.
I will douse my dagger. I'll put on my goggles and I will sneak.
Alright, so you move towards the person who now you can see, Patchwork points it out, kind of laying, looks like near some rocks. The rest of you just waiting here?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not stealthy, so I'll just keep an eye on her and prepare to immediately run in should something bad happen.
Alright, give me a stealth check. Oh, Kai's going to.
Is this with advantage because of my boots?
Yeah, sure. You can say it's advantage. 18. So you and Kai move over sneakily. As you get closer, it seems like a woman who is breathing slightly. So she's not dead, but she looks like she has been beaten up pretty badly. Like she's badly wounded. Yeah.
Is she unconscious?
So you get closer?
Yeah.
Alright. So you get up to her, and at this point you recognize her. It's Lyra.
Yeah, I'll give her a health potion.
Alright. So you pull out like a normal
Regular
health
one.
potion.
Yeah, just a regular one.
Alright. So she will drink it voraciously. Her eyes flutter open. Who's there?
It's Elise and Kai. Lyra, what happened? Are you okay?
Hey, the mercenaries from Char. Yes. Thank you. I've been trying to find my way. I was lost in these caverns.
I'll light up my dagger. Well, we're all here, or at least most of us. And I'll gesture for the others to come. It's okay, it's
Yeah,
just Lyra.
I'll run over immediately.
So she gets up, kind of stumbling a little, her eyes squinting at the light. She says, I've been in darkness for so long. Thank you. Thank you. Blackwater, something has happened to him. It was horrible. He took the souls of the other mercenaries. I wasn't able to stop him. I only barely escaped with my life. She says,
Lyra, what happened?
it was a ritual of some kind. He found the vault, but then he turned on us. We were no match for him. I don't even know if it was Blackwater, or maybe some other powerful being. I don't know if anyone else survived. I was lucky enough to have magic to protect myself from some of the necrotic energies, but many of the others died instantly.
Well, our suspicions have been confirmed then.
She
Yeah.
says, why would he do this? Did you know
Listen,
about
that's
this?
not-
What
that's-
suspicions?
No, it's
That's not
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 him.
Galen. We learned some stuff when we went into that cursed church. And
It is.
Elise will explain.
She
Yeah.
says,
And I'll
we have to get out of here. I don't think we're any match for whatever he is. I don't even think it's Blackwater. Something's happened to
It's
him.
not.
It's not. He is.
Malik.
It's his body possessed by someone else.
Well, I'm very weak. I don't know if I can make it out of here. She says, do you have any food by chance? You can tell she has could have some exhaustion levels from not eating.
I am
Yeah.
going. Does one of us have food? Otherwise, I could do a good berries.
Yeah,
I'll give
the
her a
berry
potato.
squirrel might be.
You pull a potato out of your sack.
And
I
Yeah.
think he
Uh,
could use a good barrier too.
hold on. Oh,
So she will try to
could you...
ravenously eat the potato if you give it to her.
Hey, slow down. If you haven't eaten something in a while, you should eat slowly.
Yes, you're right. And she'll just like pick at the potato, trying to keep herself in check.
She's probably still not looking too good, right?
Oh no, like I said, she's like a little bit emaciated, and she does not look
Okay.
like she's doing good.
Hold on a moment. Oh. And I'll do a channel divinity on her. For her.
All right.
That's this one again.
She says, "Who are your friends, and why is one of them wearing garbs of an ancient sea clan?"
Oh, you'll be really excited about this.
We've
I've been meaning to interview them, but we've not really had time to stop.
All right. Why don't we do a break?
Yeah.
All right.
Take a break for bathroom and stretching, and we can come back in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And do either of you, Angvar or Indus, have any questions about anything? Because I know a lot of these characters you don't know much about.
We figured it will slowly, figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like kind of learning stuff as we go.
All right.
So
Yeah, I just want to check in.
Lara was one of our allies who was working for Blackwater.
cool.
yeah. When we tried
But
to find
she
when we arrived.
disappeared.
Hang on, one at a time. Patchwork, go ahead.
sorry.
I'll give you a chance.
When we arrived at Isik, Patchwork was trying to contact Lara instead of Blackwater to see where he is and how to get to him. And when she cast Sending to Lyra, this spell didn't connect, or it did connect, but she didn't answer. So we knew something was off, and I'm just really happy that Lyra is alive. And
Yeah,
I
me too.
think Patchwork told you two that she tried to contact an ally called Lyra, but that it didn't work. So that's why they have suspicions about Blackwater,
Yeah.
or like that something went wrong, and that it could be a trap. So you have heard the name Lyra before.
Yeah, she's an elven wizard.
A lore master as well, someone who specializes in history.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me go grab a coffee. I'll be right back.
To think that her and Elise have, bonded over history. Being history nerds. Anyways, are you guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I don't know if anyone else is here.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in with Arendis and Angvar to see if they're doing okay. They seem quiet today.
Yeah. By the way, I've been thinking about like making it canon that Common isn't Patchwork's first language, which is why she struggles with it, because her first language was something else. And also because actually she would speak a very old version of Common. Like she would struggle trying to catch up with modern times, actually. Sorry, can you say that again? It cut off.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good idea.
Yeah, I'll just wait for the others to come back to tell them to.
Yeah, for sure.
That's integrating my own my own issues with English into the game, I guess.
Mhm.
Because, like, Dungeons and Dragons for me is like in the evening after I've had like 2 of the most difficult lectures of the week. So my brain is already fried, and then I also have to speak another language.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And I will be back in
Sometimes,
going back to my AT.
All right, I'm back. Is anyone else back?
yep.
Yeah.
2 people.
2 of you.
3. Yeah, 2 players, 1 GM.
Oh. If a second GM was back, I'd be confused.
Also, Raven,
Yes.
I've been thinking about it. Like how like Patchwork's first language isn't common, so she like how English is my first language. So I wanted to say that my own struggles with English could be Patchwork struggling with Common,
Yeah, that
and
would
also
make
I
sense.
think that Patchwork's version of Common would probably be very old. Like she could also struggle like with modern Common.
Yeah, because she might have
So,
been learning it from a long time ago.
yeah. Yeah, and she's been awake like not even a year now, so I wanted to ask if it's possible that she like speaks a strangely old version of Common, like noticeably. I wanted to ask if that's okay if I make that canon.
Yeah, I mean, over time, as what happens with language, you may adopt more of the modern versions of it.
Yeah, but she hasn't had enough time.
I forget what the word for that is. But yeah, it's fine. You can still maybe have sort of an old accent.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
totally
yeah.
fine.
I'll just tell the other 2 when they come back. Because Patchwork's version of Common might be older than them.
Possibly. Although they're not. I'm not sure if Arindis or Angvar are much for like historian stuff. They'd probably notice it though.
Yeah, I'll wait for the other 2 to come back. Then I can tell them to.
Yeah. Were you saying something, Kai?
Yeah, I posted in the story ideas about the rune today.
Oh, nice.
Whether or not that's plausible is another thing. So if you let me know, because essentially,
Who's
yeah,
Thrasadune? Is that
it's
your...
actually no. Thrasadune is
Or
a
Tharizdune?
D&D. Yeah, is a D&D historical character. He's essentially the chained god.
Chained Oblivion.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and
I could
he
do some research.
essentially, yeah, essentially he created the abyss. So
Oh,
the
interesting.
Spore Lord would be a somewhat follower of that, and then obviously I wanted to give it some kind of like maddening
Maddening?
maddening
Yeah.
effect because obviously it's cursed and shit. So
Yeah, it's certainly possible. I can do some research on that.
Tharizdune is really cool.
I didn't realize he created the Abyss. I've heard of the Chain God, though.
Yeah, I know him as the Chained Oblivion from Critical Role campaign 2.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to look into some of that lore.
no,
See,
watch that. That's season 2.
It's not the cartoon. It's
No. So
it's a
yeah, because I
podcast, I
watched some of the
assume.
critical. Yeah.
campaign 2 is the Mighty Nine.
Yeah,
Oh, I started watching that.
I feel like
Yeah.
I should probably at some point watch the Critical Role podcast. I feel like
I've
people always talk about it, and I'm like, I have no idea. I've never watched any Critical Role
yeah,
stuff.
I've
No,
watched the
I'm
second campaign fully, and it's great. But I couldn't. I don't know. I didn't like the third campaign as much, so I didn't. I haven't watched that yet.
Hmm.
I love the cartoon, but I'm more of a D20 kind of dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, D20 is a little bit more digestible.
Yeah, it's a lot less. Yeah, it's more of a. It's
what's
not. It's a lot
D20?
less serious. Dimension 20. It's
Oh,
got Brandon Lee Mulligan in it.
yeah. That's the comedian guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's more comedian. It's from College Humor, which is
Yes,
now D20.
I remember. I read some articles by him. I thought were pretty good on D&D a long time ago. He had some good stuff.
Well, College Humor still exists. It's still a company. Just D20
Yeah.
is
Oh, it's called
probably
Dropout now. Yeah,
overwhelmed. Yeah, well, no,
yeah,
Dropout, yeah. Like College Humor is the company, Dropout is the app that you can use to watch College Humor
yeah,
media. But D20
yeah,
is sort of under that College Humor Dropout
yeah.
umbrella.
I absolutely loved the Bad Kids campaign. That was really good.
The Bad Kids, oh yeah, no, Fantasy High is awesome.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Did you watch? They had like the most recent one, or about the action heroes.
Your mic's getting really
Yeah,
bad, Elise. I'm not sure if anyone else hears it.
yeah, I'm on.
yeah.
I'm on. I'm on new headphones. They don't seem to be working as nicely.
Yeah, like you keep getting a little robotic. But
Maybe I can.
anyway, is everyone back? I think I see.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm here.
All right.
There was something I wanted to tell you too, also
Yes.
about something I just talked to Raven about.
Oh,
So
them. Okay.
yeah, uh, so because English isn't my first language and Common isn't Patchwork's first language, I wanted to say that my struggles with the English language is also Patchwork's struggles with Common, and she has a noticeable accent, I think, when she talks Common, and that also her version of Common sounds very old, but there is a few, like, I guess it's like very old mixed with a little bit of modern, because she's been learning, she's been adapting, but like when she speaks Common, it sounds old even to you too. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that also.
Is it like how people sound when they speak Old English
Yeah,
instead of Modern English? Okay.
like it's like she's used to speaking Old English, but she's trying to adapt to the modern times.
Yeah, I got you.
And on top of that, she has an accent and struggles with Common, like in general. Yeah, I just
Alright.
wanted to mention that. That's everything.
Okay.
Alright, so before the group continues looking for the ghoul creature, do you want to do anything else in this area? Also, Lyra is very slow due to her exhaustion. You would sense she has
It's
5 levels of exhaustion.
ooh.
Should we bring her back to the orb, like the silver orb room? And I know we wanted to wait to get that teleportation back up to the library. But should we do that now just so we can get her out of here and get her somewhere safe?
Yeah, I don't think she would be safe if we were to encounter a hostile creature.
I can follow and just stay back, try to keep close but not put myself at risk. I don't want to be a bother.
You're not a bother. We're just concerned about your
No,
safety.
you're not.
Alright.
You've been through a lot. We want to help.
If there's a way you could stay like out of danger, then that should be fine.
Yes, I'll just stay a little bit behind you all. So if something attacks you, I'll stay out of sight. I do have some magic as well. If I need to, I can cast invisibility or do a teleportation or something. Misty Step.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you continue.
I will also be keeping an eye on Lyra just in case.
Or do you want to bring her back and try to do the other thing instead?
Well, if she stays in the background, that should be fine.
You know there is still some danger if something like, sneaks up from behind, because she'd be, easy to pick off. But it would be a risk.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe we should send her back, and then when she's feeling well rested, she can come back and come find us.
So, like, bring her back to to where you just were?
To Chiron, at least.
Oh, back to Chiron. So you do want to do the ritual first, then?
Well, that's what I'm opening. That's an idea that I'm opening up to the party.
Nah, she's strong enough. I reckon we should just continue. I'll stay back. She can go in the middle, and we can protect her. I think she's all good. I mean, if she dies, it's her own fucking fault. Let's face it.
It's true. I don't want to hinder you. We should just continue.
Yeah.
Alright. So the group is going to continue.
Yeah. I'll stick with Lyra and try to keep her safe. Like, I'll walk next to her.
Okay. You're traveling through the darkness, keeping fairly quiet. And
While we're traveling, I'm going to ask Lyra if Blackwater got into the vault. I know he was at the vault when he sucked all the souls and shit, but did he actually get into it?
no, in fact, it felt like he was frustrated trying to figure out a way to get it open without having all 3 of the keys. So I think he was there trying to get it open, but he had not succeeded. I wonder if what he did was a result of that failure. Maybe he was trying to use our essence or our spiritual energy. I don't know.
Where is he now? Is he still at the vault, or is he like got frustrated and pissed off somewhere?
I assume he's still at the vault.
Okay. Okay, Tar.
Alright, so you enter a new area where you see there are lots of signs of movement. This might be the place. Give me a moment to put you all on the map. So, Arondis, Angvar. Wait, oh, did you change your... That's right, you changed your token.
Yeah.
So I have to give you a new token. Or do you want to use that picture that you said is your token?
I whichever is it. I put in a new picture to use as a token.
Yeah, it's just not in token form, so I can make it into a token really quick.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Just give me one moment to do that. This is a Hero Forge thing, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mine is 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright. How focused do you want it to be on your face, or do you want, like, part of your body as well?
It doesn't have to be super focused on my face. You can basically do like, you know, waist up, mid thigh up. It's fine.
Okay. Do that then. Alright, let's see how that came out. Does this work for you?
Works for me.
Alright, awesome. So there you are. Kai, Elise, and Patchwork. So yeah, you enter this new area, and as I said, there's a lot of tracks, like footprints from clawed feet. This could be the lair that you're seeking. At least it looks like it is according to the map.
Could I hazard a guess of what it is with my survival?
Yeah, sure, you can make a survival check. Some kind of place where there's a bunch of ghouls. I mean, yeah, you're pretty sure this is it, especially with the map saying it is.
Shall we continue?
Alright,
Yes,
so you
maybe
move forward.
Continue stealthily.
Do you want Kai and I to stealth? Do you want Kai and I to stealth ahead and get a lay of the land?
So Kai, As you step forward, you start
Right.
to see a bunch of holes in the ceiling around here, which I will mark on the map. Looks like the ghouls probably could use these. They're large enough that you could crawl into one. Obviously, some of them are larger than others. They're mostly on the ceiling and the walls.
Okay, I'm going to shout it to them to watch out for the holes.
Are you actually yelling?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a little bit of an echo as you yell back to watch out for the holes.
Is this just a rock? Or
Yeah,
what is
it's
that?
a stalagmite.
Ah.
Alright, the rest of you moving forward as well?
Yeah. I'll try to be silent or quiet at least, but probably struggle with it.
Yeah.
Alright, so there are some more holes in this area. And you would notice... oh, you have a light, don't you, Elise? Is that a lantern?
I
That's your
do.
dagger, right?
It's my dagger.
Okay, so you would notice, as you get over here, some sort of arcane writings on the floor. Look like runes.
Can I
Kind of
go
etched into
over and
the floor
investigate?
over here. Yes.
Investigate?
So, it looks like some sort of ritual. You doubt the ghouls made it. You would also notice some bones in the area, as if some very old corpses were maybe eaten here. Long time ago. It doesn't look like any of them are fresh.
Can I tell what the ritual was for?
I guess give me an Arcana if you're going to study it.
Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to you. These runes look like they could be for some sort of protection, but also there's instances of some binding runes too. It could be several different things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Odd.
try to keep Kai in my sight, but he's...
Everybody freeze
Yeah,
for a
never mind.
moment. So Kai, you would hear something growling above you. And I would need initiative rolls.
Close.
Oh boy. Why did I roll so badly today?
What do you mean badly? I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah, but it's a 3 with +2.
Well, I rolled a 2.
That's one
So-
better. That's twice as good as me.
You aren't lying. I'll give you that.
That's 100% increase.
Alright, so a very large ghoul slinks out of the shadows above you. You do recognize this creature. It screeches. Let's see what it rolls for
Yeah.
its initiative. Okay. So the first act, as this thing comes into the light, is going to be Kai. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to move back.
Alright, so you're going to give her an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Alright, so she is going to lash out with a claw. Using her reaction. Actually, she'll use a bite attack. No, she'll use claw. 27, I think, is going to hit you.
Yeah.
So you are slashed for 19 points of damage. And I need a con save. DC 14. Alright, so unfortunately, as she slashes you, the paralytics will take effect, and you would be stuck here.
Yeah.
So you are paralyzed by her claw. Anything else?
I assume I can't do anything.
I don't think so. I think that would just end your turn.
Okay.
Unless you have an action, but yeah, I don't think paralyzed doesn't let you do actions. Yeah. So Kai's turn would end. I don't know if any of you can even see him over there.
If I'm paralyzed, I can't use a
I can
reaction
see
if I'm
him.
paralyzed, can I?
No, because you're incapacitated. So you can't take any actions or reactions when you're paralyzed.
Okay.
Alright, so she is going to go now. She screeches and jumps at you with a bite attack. Which is going to strike 22 versus AC. Roll is good that time, but had advantage.
Isn't it an instant crit though, because I'm paralyzed?
It is, yes. So she would crit you. Doing... Oh, yeah.
Question. If I
Yes.
can see her, but I can't see Kai, could I still use one of my abilities to take off the crit?
Do you have to see him or Kai? Can you link the ability?
It says I can see the attack, but I can't see Kai, but I can sort of see her.
Yeah, sure. I'll say, maybe you see some movement in the shadows. So go ahead. You spend your reaction. Go ahead and link the ability.
Yeah, just let
Kai's
me
in trouble.
check. Oh, hold on, I might. When other creature. Oh, another creature. Oh no, I misread it. When other creature you can see within 60 feet of you is hit,
Oh, so you do have
and I
to see
can't
him.
see Kai.
All right.
No,
so,
my bad.
no worries. So then, yes, Kai would be struck for 33 damage on the bite. And she just like jumps on top of him and starts gnawing at him. Then a claw attack. 20. Again, I think that just hits. Or no, 19. So yeah, that would strike. Doing another... Let's see. That would crit. 23 damage.
Okay.
And does she have 2 or 3? No, she has one more claw, her second claw. So second slash. 21 will strike again. Doing 21, which I think is going to put you unconscious.
Yeah.
As she just leaps down on you as you try to run away, and like you see, well, I guess Patchwork would see it. Basically, he tries to flee, and she just like pounces on him and starts clawing him. He looks like he's still alive, but he is not looking good. So that is it for the Ghoul Mother. Elise. I guess you would. Can you see this, or do you just hear it?
I can barely see it.
You kind of see like something pounce him in the shadows at the edge of your vision.
Yeah, like I can kind of see there is something that's tapping. I can dimly see Kai.
Yeah.
Um,
So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to Blade Song as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then use my movement and my action to dash. I should be able to get over there with 80 feet.
Okay. So you quickly rush over.
And that is all I can do.
Alright, so yeah, using your Blade Song, you rush up to try to get it off Kai, ending your turn. Angvar.
I am going to use my bonus action to activate my large form.
Go ahead and link it.
Sure thing. Hang on, sorry.
So Angvar smashes a sword against the shield and just gets really, really big. So that is a bonus action.
Okay. And then I will take my movement to come over to here.
Oh, it would be on the other side of that wall.
Oh,
So, like over
gotcha.
this way.
I thought, yeah, okay, I gotcha. So, 30 there.
That's you
Oh, yeah.
rushing down. See a very large ghoul kind of pounced on a downed Kai, who's not looking great.
Okay. All right. So as I'm running up, I am going to, kind of like I did before. I see him. He's kind of like bent over him, trying to attacking him and everything, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to charge at him, this ghoul, with my shield and attempt to knock it off of Kai.
Alright, so you're doing a push attack.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you slam into it, which I think requires a strength save by the ghoul. 17. So the DC for this is, I think, 8 plus proficiency plus your strength modifier.
8 plus proficiency plus strength modifier.
Yes, would be the DC.
So that would be 14 then.
Proficiency is...
Oh wait,
4.
sorry, 4. Yep.
That's
So it'd be 15.
15, alright. So the creature rolled a 17, so you slam into it, but it doesn't really budge, it just screeches at you. Anything else?
Yeah, I will go ahead and use my my battle axe that I have there in my hands and just go for an attack.
So did you have enough movement to move and attack? Because I thought you did a double move
He has-
there.
I have 45 when I'm in large form.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I see. Alright, so yeah, you go and start slashing. Your first attack was the push, so go ahead, you can do your second. Oh yeah, 22 will connect. Its AC is only 14.
Okay.
Slashing it for 11 plus... well, you're not raging.
Nope,
right?
not raging. I'm just enlarged.
Alright. So you cut into it, getting its attention off Kai.
Cool, and that will be turn.
Alright, Horrendous.
Yeah. I would like to go 30 feet over here. Oh, that's a big woman.
This is a big, bald lady ghoul.
Yeah. And I will teleport finally over here for an additional 30 feet.
Alright, so you cast, what, Misty Step?
No, it's the Radiant Wind
Tell our
Spell.
Kai.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Want me to link it or?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. So we have it in the chat log. Okay, yeah, that's right, the blessing, the thing. Okay, so yeah, you poof through the shadows, appear in here.
Yeah, and as soon as the rain disappears, I mean, already in motion to strike this lady.
So you come out of the shadows, slashing.
Oh!
Oh, and you crit her.
Oh, it's
Wreck
the red
her
smoke
shit.
guy.
You got this.
Oh, okay. I thought you asked the question.
Nope. I'm just encouraging.
So
I rolled
plus
twice, right?
another D8.
D10.
Or yeah, sorry, D10, because you're two-handing. Alright, so that would be 7 and 11, so 18 points. As you cut into this thing.
Why 18 points?
Well, it's only a D8. It doesn't double the bonuses as well. So if you mouse over the 12, you roll the 7. There's no plus 5 on that. So it'd be the 11 plus the 7.
Why not? Why not the plus 5?
That's just the crit rules. When you crit, you double all dice. You don't double bonuses. So, like, if you have sneak attack, you double all the d6s, or like a smite, you double the d8s, but you don't double the bonuses on them. You just get the bonuses once.
So, wouldn't I be doing a total of 23 double?
So it would be the original 11 plus an extra d10, which would be a 7, because you rolled a 7 on that second d10.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got confused because I have 2 attacks. That's my bad. Okay.
Yeah, but you would get a second attack now.
Yeah.
So you slice again. Oh yeah, 26 lands another hit for another 9. And you see, as you strike the creature a second time, it starts to bulge its muscles a little, which you would remember this, Elise, that when you started damaging it, it starts moving a lot quicker. Anything else for you, Arindis?
Yes. I would like to sap it.
Sap, okay. Alright, so... weapon, disadvantage. Okay, so it's knocked a bit from your second strike as you sap it, disorienting it a little. Alright, anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. So wait, what is the sap from? Is that your...
It's from the 2024 rules and the tactical master of the knight, of the fighter.
Oh, is your character a 2024 character?
Yeah, you said we could do it.
That's right, I said you could just take that one background. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just remembering how the character's set up. Alright, so the creature, at the end of your turn, is going to slice back at you with a legendary action. Luckily, it has disadvantage, and a 25 would become a 9, so it misses. Kind of disoriented, swinging wildly. Patchwork.
Here and Kai gets 35 hit points for up to half rounded down.
Alright, so Kai, you are brought back from the brink. You would have a second level of exhaustion now, but you are awake. Or not awake, but you are
Okay.
no longer near death.
Am I still paralyzed?
You are still paralyzed.
I forgot about that part. Yeah, that takes an action to get rid of it.
Oh,
Under there?
huh? Or, yeah, did you say you're doing anything else? Patchwork?
One second. Oh, I need to read something. Is there a possibility I can, like... Oh no, I used my movement. And I probably can't drag Kai because I used my action for the channel divinity, right?
Yes, you would have to use an attack to grab him.
Well, I haven't used my attack. Well, the attack is an action.
Is an action,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Since I won't be using my scrying today, I'm going to do a bonus. Can I do? Yeah, it's a channel divinity, isn't this spell? I'm going to do a healing word level 5 for Kai.
Okay. In addition to the channel divinity?
Yeah, I don't want to die immediately when this thing attacks him again.
Okay. So you channel...
That's also plus 7 for both of us.
Okay, so you channel some more healing energy, giving him another 20? Yeah, 20.
20.
Alright,
Yeah, so that 55 points of healing. Nice.
okay, so that is it for Patchwork. At the end of your turn, Adora is going to once again lunge at Arindis using her legendary action. Another claw attack. The 17 is not going to be enough as you raise your shield blocking. Into the
I
new
don't have a
round.
shield.
Or, sorry, I guess parry with your sword. I keep thinking you have a
Yeah.
shield for some reason. Just block the attack. Kai, so at the end of the turn, you get a con save to try to shake the paralysis. DC is 14. Alright, so Kai would finally come to, feeling like he can move his arms and legs again, but that will end his turn. You hear screeching coming from the holes in the ceiling and walls. Some more of these things might be coming. At the end of Kai's turn, seeing that you can move again, she's going to slash at you on the ground with her third attack. 19? Just hit you.
Yeah.
Clawing for 20 slashing. She's trying to keep you from getting up. So...
I'm going to
yeah.
hellish rebuke that.
Alright, so as a reaction, you blast a bunch of fire up at her, knocking her back a bit. She'll try to dodge it with a dex save. Fails, taking 28 fire. She is burned. Very unhappy. So next it would be her turn. So she is going to... Does she attack Arindis or the downed? I think she's going to try to go for Kai because he's still down and he just burned her. So she does a claw attack at advantage, missing the first. A second claw attack will miss, and a vicious bite Oh, will miss as well. Wow. String of bad rolls. Alright, that ends her turn. She would have her legendaries back. Elise.
Elise is gonna cast haste on herself.
Okay. So you start moving much quicker.
Starts vibrating. And then is gonna take her hasted action. Or hasted attack.
Okay. Yeah, 22 would strike her. So you stab for 17.
I'm assuming I can't throw the green flame blade damage on that either, right?
As a
Can I?
reaction... Huh? Green
Can I
flame
throw
blade?
green flame blade?
I
Can
think
throw
you...
green
Well,
flame blade damage or no?
you'd have to call that before you made the attack. You have to say you're doing a green flame blade attack. You can't
I know. I
convert
just assume.
Go ahead.
I'm just assuming because it's a cantrip, I just do it automatically. I'm just wondering if as a hasted action, I can cast a cantrip.
Well, so
I know Blade Singer attacks let me do that, but I don't know if hasted lets me.
Let me see. No, so it's very specific. It says you can just take the attack action, dashed it, so you can't cast spells with that. So that would be a normal attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
under
I
the
figured.
spell. It says that.
All
right.
no, I figured. That's just wanted clarification.
So as
Anyways.
a reaction to that, she is going to let out a horrid scream, which sounds something between an undead and a human woman. And I would need a wisdom save, DC 16.
From me?
Yes. Although you all hear it, Elise, she seems like she is targeting you. Alright, so the scream echoes in your mind, and it just sounds like you're hearing it from all around. You have disadvantage to all attacks. You can repeat the save. It's for 1 minute, but you can repeat the save at the end of each turn. As you're just looking around, like hearing these woman's screeches from all around you.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll also use whatever movement I need to with my action, or my bonus action, and my movement to get over here.
So you move around her, ending your turn.
I have a move. So, yeah.
Alright.
That'll be it.
So from down the hall, you would see a ghoul come rushing out, dashing, getting to over here. As it comes to aid its mother's call, ending its turn. From the hole above you, Elise, another ghoul comes jumping down. This one just does an attack on you immediately. 14 is not enough, though, as you Blade Singer dance around its claw slash, avoiding it. And it, I guess 16 with flank, but it would still miss you. So that will end its turn. Angvar.
Alrighty. I will take my bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And I will do a reckless attack here on my first attack. And I will forego my advantage on this attack here with my battle axe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that would crit.
Okay, so I get this guy here and another D8.
So you would get, let's see, you get 2 more D8s added to that, because 1 D8 for the weapon, and then you double your, because wait, what's the extra damage you do?
It's D10, so it'd be this D8 and then 2 D10s.
Yes, that's correct. So 2 d10s and a d8 added to that to 12. Or 1 d8 and 2 d10s.
Plus the 2 for rage.
Yeah.
And I will do here. Let me link this for you so you can see here. The brutal strike. I will do forceful blow. As part of it to push you to push it back 15 feet straight away from me.
Okay. Is there any save on that or anything?
It does not look like it. And then I can move up to half my speed toward the target without provoking an attack of opportunity. So there's no save.
Okay, so yeah, you slam into it. As it goes flying back 15 feet. To the other side of Elise.
I'll take my distance here, and then as part of the battle axe, I get topple. So it needs to make a con saving throw at 15, or will be knocked into the prone condition.
Alright, so it attempts to keep its footing. But it would make a 23, rolling pretty good on its con save, so it does keep keep from being knocked over.
Okay, no problem. Let me put my rage on there real quick. Okay. And then for my second attack, I will swing again with the battle axe.
Okay. You slash it again. 21 is going to strike it.
Ready?
Yeah, as you come rushing up following the shield knock, hitting it for another 13. Yeah.
Plus 2 for rage.
Or 15, yes.
And then it needs to make the con save throw again for the battle axe.
For the topple, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to knock this thing over, come on.
Alright. What did you say the DC was?
It would be 15.
Alright, so it fails. Knocked off of its feet. So it is in the prone condition. Alright, anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
So at the end of your turn, this thing is going to do a bite attack up at you, which would be at an advantage, but it's a wash because of the prone. 20, I assume, is going to hit.
It's gonna miss because my unarmored defense puts me at 21 with my shield.
Oh, why does it say your AC is 13?
Because I can't figure out the macro for it to fix it. Because it's not a standard. It's because it's from 2000. It's not from 2014.
Here, let me see if I can fix it for my own sanity.
And then I need to put the shield on there.
So 21 is your AC?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, if you change it in the sheet, it changes it. So I just changed it in the sheet and that put it at 21. Okay. Alright, so luckily you are more defensive than you look, and it would miss with that attack. Erindis.
Yeah, just asking, did Angva do any of these sap, snake things? So I know any of them.
The what?
Since he has 2024 rules, he has the sap, nick things.
Yeah, he did topple.
Okay.
That's why the thing's
that's
prone.
why. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Oh, actually, before you take your turn, we might want to stop here because I just realized it's 2:05. So why don't we end here and we'll pick up the fight next time.
Okay.
Let's do MVP votes. I'll give for that really awesome shield bash. I'm gonna give Angvar a insight point. That was a pretty cool move. Just knocking into that thing, sending it flying. Just played out cool in my head. right, so Angvar with 3 votes. That is MVP, so that's another insight point. Well done. Good game, everyone. Sorry I dropped you down a pit, Kai. I promise it wasn't intentional.
It's alright. My ADHD is like on a bit of a high at the minute, so I was a bit distracted anyway.
Running down
I'm really
running down
hungry.
places. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're
Couldn't
safe.
tell.
And that's why I try to keep him in my sight.
Yeah, so it wasn't my fault. It was Patchwork for not keeping
And I
an
will
eye on
say,
me.
you yelling and bringing her to
I
come
could-
see what the yell was did not help you when you were walking down dark hallways alone.
I was
Yeah.
able to see you, but I also
Like,
wanted to have
I rolled
everyone
and
else
I
on
was
my
like,
side.
okay, so she heard him, but she's gonna stalk them, like watching from a distance, and you're just like, doo-doo-doo, like basically walked up right next to where she was stealthing. So I'm like, yeah, that's, he's gonna eat, or she's gonna attack. But yeah. No
Oh, yeah,
worries.
and by the way, Patchwork does not trust
we're,
the Mindflayer, and she
well-
does not want to.
Were you saying something, Arindis? I think we interrupted you. I might have.
Sorry.
No,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Alright. Well,
I promise next week I will be medicated.
alright, well, sounds good. Good game, everyone.
Yeah.
No, you're fine when you're not medicated.
No, I'll be more depressive next week because I'll be medicated. So
Oh, no.
I'll probably just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't know which one I like less.
The one that likes shiny things or the one that just wants to die.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I prefer the first one.
Alright,
I'm
well,
gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to my meds then.
alright, well, yeah. Or go ahead, sorry.
I think you should do whatever you need to do to be healthy.
Hang on,
and
what
happy.
did you say, Arindis?
I'll just see you all next week. And are we having a session on the 25th? Or no, it's the 24th.
I
I might be able to actually be there.
Yeah,
I'll
look
know
at
for about a week before, but-
attendance. There.
hang on, sorry,
Um,
go ahead. What were you saying? We keep interrupting you, I feel
Sorry.
bad.
No, I'm just like I might actually be able to do the 24th. So.
Alright, I think...
No, there's like no one can. Yeah, I'm just looking now.
Yeah, it looks like Patchwork and Jim are out. We would still have 3, so if...
I'm not going to be there for the 24th.
Oh, okay. So yeah, with 3 out, then yeah, we probably would have to just take that day off.
Okay, no issue.
Yeah. I agreed to work that
Yeah.
day.
Also, I also can't be there for the 21st because that's, again, it's in the evening for me, and I'm going to spend New Year's with friends, so I can't be there.
Well, I think we can still do the 21st, but yeah, it's gonna suck.
The
not to have you.
31st?
Oh, the
Do we have a
31st.
session?
Yeah, 31st.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it looks like again, yeah, everyone's gonna be out. Oh no, I'll see if we can
I can,
figure something
I can
out.
do the 31st. I can do the 31st, I just can't do the...
Oh, you can. Okay, sorry, I just saw the
Yeah.
31st. I see. So yeah, maybe we could do something on the 31st for is that New Year's Eve or something?
Yeah.
I'll be around. I'm sorry. After this Friday, I'm off for the rest of the year. So
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Wait, really?
Nice.
yeah, I had like 2 weeks of vacation and 40 hours of sick time to burn up for the end of the year.
nice.
So
Oh, for the rest of the year, dude, you got me so
Man.
excited for some.
I miss sick time and vacation. That is the one thing that sucks about doing your own business. But
that's true. It's true. You have to be super motivated because like if you take off work, no one pays you.
yeah, you just like unless they're very very nice. But yeah. All right. Well, let me just
Yeah,
go ahead.
I just wanted to say, so, Katie, you have permission for me to Jaeger Patchwork on the 31st if you want.